Hello, everyone. My name is Jill Adler, and I serve as Vice President, Human Resources for KAO for the Americas region. Thank you so much for inviting me to participate in this event. I am truly honored. Times have changed so drastically since I started my career in 1994. I know we still have a lot of work to do to ensure equity for women. But as I was reflecting on what to share today and thinking about my career, wow, a lot has changed. We have opportunities and such a right to do and be whatever we desire. So a little background on me. I graduated with a Bachelor in Psychology and a Master's in Human Resources from Michigan State University. I started my career at Kmart headquarters in Michigan. Back then, Walmart and Target were really starting to pose a threat to the Kmart business. So we were desperately trying to change in order to compete against both retailers. So there was a lot of learning there. I ended up leaving to relocate to Cincinnati and started with Gibson Greeting Cards, who ended up being acquired by American Greeting Cards a couple of years after I started there. I had just been in Cincinnati for a couple of years and did not want to relocate to Cleveland, so I ended up leaving and going to GE Capital IT Solutions. There was a lot of tough times there in that role. As a business, we were not performing, so we ended up having to actually downsize probably on a quarterly basis for the whole time I was there. So to be honest, it was a challenging role, especially having to be one of the people that actually let our employees go through no fault of their own. IT Solutions was eventually bought, and so I left and moved to Sara Lee Foods. I love Sara Lee. When I started, we were consolidating all the meat companies here in Cincinnati, and there was so much change, but it was such a positive environment. Again, I learned so much. Eventually, Sara Lee ended up consolidating all of their companies in Chicago. And I had literally just had my daughter, so decided to stay in Cincinnati, and I moved to KAO, which is where I've been for 17 years. I have learned so much through each one of my experiences and made friendships that have lasted throughout the years. As you can tell, at times, I had tough choices to make given external forces that were not under my control, like companies moving or being purchased. While change can be difficult, I try to look at each move as an opportunity for growth and development. Look, I could give my younger self advice. It would be a couple of different things. Surround yourself with like-minded individuals. Find the place that feels like home, where you feel supported and have advocates and allies. When we feel supported and appreciated and challenged, we thrive. Just be you. We are all unique and we have so much to contribute. Don't hold back just because you question your value of your contribution or your opinion. Have the courage to speak up and offer your ideas, your feedback, your pushback. Take every opportunity to learn from those around you, both from those you admire as well as those who maybe are unintentionally teaching you what not to do. Don't lose a lesson, especially when a situation is not ideal. Make it your intention to learn something new every day. Be intentional about it. Ask for feedback, not only from your boss, but maybe your peers or some trusted colleagues. It's so important that we really take feedback in and think about how we can make changes based on this feedback. I know this can be hard, especially when the feedback is constructive, but this is how we grow and develop. Regardless of how senior we are in our careers, we should always strive to keep learning, developing, and growing. And when one of our sisters has a win, we should applaud one another, lift one another up. We celebrate one another's accomplishments. We always hold space for one another. We need not only to lean into each other, but to uplift and help those around us find success and fulfillment as well. I actually left KAO for a couple of months about 6 years ago and ended up coming back because all companies go through tough times and challenges. But at KAO, we face challenging times together. So when it's time to take the hill, we do it together. We support each other through the highs and the lows. And that is so special and not something that I found at any other place I worked. I am so incredibly grateful for all the experiences I had throughout my career, and especially to have found KAO, a place I consider home, and some place where I can continue to make strides in providing a workplace where we all feel valued, appreciated, and recognized. Thank you for your time and attention today.